Welcome to Badminton Weekly with me, Jasmine Lim. The HSBC BWF World Tour season started with many twists and turns at the Petronas Malaysia Open, where some of the big names failed to get past the first hurdle in the Super 1000 event. The men's doubles in particular was wide open, where 7 of the 8 seeded pairs were sent packing in the early rounds. Now, while the discipline continues to be unpredictable, Chris Langridge highlights one pair that could potentially dominate this season.
The depth of men's doubles is definitely improving. There's not one pair that stands out for dominating men's doubles as it has been maybe in the past. I think the world rankings do show Kim and Anders have been the most consistent pair, but I wouldn't say that means they've actually dominated. It is so hard when you see certain pairs match up because in different arenas the conditions are different. So in a certain arena a pair could, their natural style could work better against another pair than in a totally different arena. So many factors are different. I think the big thing is because when a pair consistently does well, they're in rhythm, they're in a flow, you know, winning, and we haven't had that in the men's doubles. I think it's incredibly hard to be consistent just because your favoured style might not match up against the pair you're drawn against. You know, and that's kind of the way it goes. You could have a lower ranked pair that consistently beat a higher ranked pair. The styles don't quite match up. It can even be an extent where you might be ranked 16 in the world and you just cannot get a win. When we look at the very, very top players, for me, there are a few that stand out. Shetty and Ranki Reddy, they're a pair that I think have the capability, not to dominate, but to get right back up there. I think when they get back into their flow, they are a pair that will get into their rhythm and they will kind of show everyone how good they were. You know, Kim and Anders have shown consistently they're good. And full credit to them. Getting to world number 1 is truly incredible at the later stage of their career. The big thing is you need the momentum, you need the consistent wins, you need the confidence. And this is what we did see from Kim and Anders. But this is the big question. What are we going to see over the next 12 months from any pair? Are we going to see any pair dominate? You know, the Malaysian men's doubles is going to be interesting. Malaysia have been a nation that have been incredible at men's doubles, but I think as of late, they've struggled a bit with the consistency. We haven't seen maybe the level on a consistent basis. Also from the Chinese. We had a small period where Liang and Wang were maybe just a little bit ahead of the rest, but you never quite know what you're going to get with them. At times, yes, they've been incredible, but at times, especially when they played the Koreans in the Malaysian Open, it was kind of either brilliance or not so good. Whereas I'd say the Koreans were very steady throughout the match. It's going to be so hard to see who's going to emerge. It could even be, for me, maybe the Koreans, if they get consistency in the men's doubles as in who they're going to put together. One of those two pairs could well dominate and shine above the rest. We've got an Olympic silver medalist in the mixed doubles, Kim Won-ho, playing with a world champion, Seo Seung-jae. The Koreans have such an incredible foundation. Their game is so consistent and so solid. They do not give cheap points. And when I watched the match against the Chinese, the Koreans struggled with the attack, they struggled with other aspects. But for me, the Chinese were so up and down. They gave so many more gifts than the Koreans gave. The Koreans were so solid in every aspect. I struggled to see another pair with a better defense in the world. Kim Won-ho hasn't really played a lot of men's doubles over the last 12 months. You wouldn't have known that. His defense was so solid, and that's against the pair in the world with the best attack. They have such a well-rounded game. They move around each other so well. I wouldn't necessarily say either one of them looked out of place in either part of the court. Every partnership has a favoured formation, a certain player at the front, certain player at the back. I would possibly say Kim Won-ho at the net maybe is the slightly better version of that pair, but I wouldn't say that's definite, because something that Kim Won-ho did so well in his mixed doubles was how dangerous he was coming forward. It wouldn't surprise me if within a very short space of time, they're one of the best in the world. The question I have is, what are Korea doing with their men's doubles? Because they're swapping them around. You know, we've already seen Seo Seung-jae win a tournament with Jin. He's playing again with him in some tournaments later on. I don't know exactly what they're doing. I don't know if they're trying to get all 4 players to a higher level. Can't get Seo Seung-jae to a higher level. He's as good as he gets. But the other 3 players to a higher level, and then have 2 really good partnerships, and they're going to make that decision later on. The only thing about the Koreans that I'm unsure of is, at times, they can be just a little bit obvious. You've got a good idea what they're going to do, because they do all the foundation parts so well, that when they come up against a pair that are playing to a very high level, will it be a little bit too obvious? Now, Seo Seung-jae is a bit of an exception to that, because he does have a little bit more creativity, more skill than the other Koreans. But I think that'll be the interesting bit. Will players start to read what they're going to do? It wouldn't surprise me if they win the Malaysian Open just because they are, you know, so good. Also, in 12 months' time, if Seo Seung-jae is ranked number 1 in the world, it also wouldn't surprise me a lot just because he is exceptional.
Forming new partnerships has been trending lately in badminton and with much success. At the Malaysia Open, for instance, all 3 doubles titles were won by new pairings. The most impressive of them was Japan's Yuki Fukushima and Mayu Matsumoto, who defeated world number 2 Big Hana and Lee So-hee in the last 8 and did not drop a single game until the finals.
私も楽しいので、はい、それに乗っかりつつこう勝負行けるときは勝負に行ってっていうその楽しみながら勝負を楽しむっていうか、はい、なんだろう、なんかそういう部分で2人で楽しめてるかなっていうのは思います。
And that's how they do it, and it's Matsumoto in the end who comes through with the winning point. Such sensational form.
Turn it over to Japanese advantage and then punishes that loose net shot.
そうですね、今日の試合もすごく楽しくてこう速い展開だったり大きい展開を作りながら結構自分たちに主導権がある形が多かったのですごく楽しんで試合は毎日やってます。なんかそこはこう試合の中でいろいろとこう試行錯誤してこうチェンジしながらやっていくっていう形の方が今はなんかこうそれがうまくはまっているかなっていうのは思うので、後ろだけじゃなく前も集中しつつ、私も前練習して頑張らないといけないです。
It's a wild one.
What a match.
Great win that for Fukushima Matsumoto.
そうですね、前回よりはこうなんだろう、前回対戦した時よりは相手もこうなんだろう前にっていう意識が多分強くてちょっとスピードに押された部分もあったんですけど、やっぱ後半こう長いラリーを自分たちがしっかり取れたので、やっぱそこがこう終盤のところにつながったのかなとは思ってます。
Good rally. Brilliant. They've done it. Absolute delight for Yuki Fukushima and Mayu Matsumoto. The Malaysia Super 1000 title for this new Japanese combination.
そうですね、まだこう2人として国際大会は3大会目なんですけど、こんなに早く優勝できると思ってなかったですし、2025年一発目の大会で優勝できて本当に嬉しいです。まずはやっぱりタイトルっていうのが欲しかったので、今回こうやって優勝することができたのはすごくこう自信になるので、それを継続して、またチャレンジしながら楽しんでいくことがまず第一かなと思っていて、その中で試合数が多いのでちょっと怪我をしないように気をつけていきたいです。
Busanang Ombamrumfan had to withdraw from her first Super 1000 event of the year after picking up a minor knee injury in Kuala Lumpur. While taking some time out to recover, the Thai shuttler decided to lend us a hand by interviewing world number 2, Wang Zhiyi.
Hi guys, I'm Cream Busanang Inbamnumhan from Thailand. Today I'm going to interview a player at Malaysia Open. Congratulations for your winning today. What do you think about today?
我觉得今天的比赛还是打得比较顺利的，但在第一局的中后半段还是遇到了一些困难。
So in Malaysia, you have so many fans to support you, right? How do you feel about that?
我感觉非常好，因为有很多球迷粉丝支持我，这也让我有了更大的动力。
Do you know the player from Thailand? The name is like Busanan. What do you think about her?
She's very beautiful and cute. She's very cute and she's very powerful.
And what do you think about my job today? Can you rate me how from out of 10?
9.5.
9.5.
Yeah.
What is the 0.5?
因为满分怕他骄傲。
I thought I have to improve myself by learning Chinese. Okay, 谢谢。That's it from me, Busaran Inbamrunghan. Now back to the studio.
Thank you, Busanan, for the exclusive interview with Wang Zhiyi. Staying in Kuala Lumpur, the BWF has announced an exciting new partnership with Etihad Airways beginning this year as the official BWF global airline partner. The United Arab Emirates national carrier will be present at the HSBC BWF World Tour events from 2025, starting with the Petronas Malaysia Open. As well as the World Tour Finals, the Thomas and Uber Cup Finals, the World Championships, and the upcoming Sudirman Cup Finals in April. Chief People and Corporate Affairs Officer at Etihad Airways, Dr. Nadia Basaki, is delighted to be working with a partner that is aligned with the company's beliefs.
I think we're very excited and honored that we're getting into a partnership with BWF. It's something kind of diversifying our portfolio into sports sponsorship, and it's amazing that we're doing something that is kind of dual sports, female and male, and it helps bringing the gender balance into the sports industry as well. And having a partnership like this helps our strategy because we want to make sure that we diversify and reach out as much people as we can. And sports is something amazing that connects people. Airline connects people.
Etihad is expanding its global network with 13 new destinations in 2025, and BWF Secretary General Thomas Lunn believes the airline's extensive reach creates a great synergy with the Federation's goals.
We have a global aspiration. We have an objective to bring our badminton to be played more and better in every part of the world. I think what this partnership brings beyond something that we can't get from anywhere else is that it creates an enormous amount of credibility for others to look our way. We still have other sports to catch, and this I think will open the eyes for various different peoples that badminton is something to look out for. Whether in Asia or outside Asia, I think we are proud of being a partner with such a reputable company like Etihad Airways.
As part of this partnership, Etihad will connect with badminton fans at 21 tournaments across 14 countries. And Olympic bronze medalist Li Zijia is excited about what the collaboration will bring to the sport.
With Etihad's partnership together, I think we will have a very good platform to develop badminton, to let the world know more about badminton. I think that's the main thing for us. Yeah.
That's it from us. The HSBC BWF World Tour is in New Delhi this week for the Yonex Sunrise India Open, when newly crowned champions Shi Yizhi and An Se-young target another title-winning run. So do join us again next week for the top stories coming out of the Super 750 event. In the meantime, stay up to date with the latest news by downloading our BWF app, Badminton for You. And do let us know your thoughts, comments and questions on our Facebook and YouTube pages. Until then, see you soon.